Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Let's go now. Vikings, 18. 79 Broncos.
Smith going to look to throw right away.
Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there, a 22. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
They find some open field here.
24 yards to gain there. Another 1st down as well.
They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
48 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a 1st down.
From the red zone now, Smith. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing Jones to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and 3rd and 8 now. Now Jones.
He's got his man, Thornton.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
Yeah, this is going to be touchdown, but what a gift here. That's going to set the return team up in the red zone already.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Running left, Taylor.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So is the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A little jet sweep to start the drive.
Second down at 5. To the right side, this is Taylor.
And some room to... There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognizes
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Christian Harris able to record his 5th sack of the season. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away.
On the return, it's Rodgers.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Off of play action. Here's Smith. He's got a man complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Taylor fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Taylor again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
3rd and goal. Here's the option left. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Mo Alley-Cox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
1:57 to go in this 1st half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball,
You might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They'll look to throw again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
And that'll be taken in by Strong. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
From the 24, Smith.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw, Smith. Touchdown, Colts. Mo Alley Cox with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Colts are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, Jones. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's Jake Bailey now.
Rodgers on the return. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley Cox, the tight end.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Play action. It's Smith.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The tight end, Henry, here in motion. Jones, a final shot before break. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Parker. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Fields it right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Davion Taylor picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
To try again after the sack. Jones, he's going to air one out.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Christian Harris. And the Pats are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. 1st and 10, Taylor now.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Smith.
They'll check this one down to Taylor. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They snap it to Smith.
And he'll find Pittman.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
They'll run here with Taylor.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
Trap 50, 19 right.
Smith. Touchdown! Michael Pittman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long.
Completes this one to Thornton.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. On 1st down, Jones.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
It certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. And they'll let this one go right on the outside.